Hi, everybody. This is Stephen with episode 3 of The Ant and the Elephant Decoded. So, you remember when we left off, Adir, the ant, had been blown away by a huge storm. So, he now is far from his colony and quite afraid of what to do next. So what he says is that he kind of is lost because without his colony, he doesn't know who he is and what he's supposed to do, what his life is about. Previously, his life was following the assigned role as a worker ant in his part of working on the anthill. And now he was basically out of a job. So it's not unusual that people find themselves in this state these days, since, of course, we no longer have jobs for life or anything of the sort, or it's very common that people will lose their jobs on a number of occasions. So what happens if you're identified with the job that you've had and you lose it? So the way to confront this is to go back to a more fundamental question, and that is, what is your why? What is it that you have as your reason d'etre, or your reason for doing what you do, for waking up and getting out of bed in the morning? So if it's just simply working a job and you lose it, then your whole identity collapses and you will fall into despair. So the thing that will help is, first of all, to detach yourself from that identification and go a bit more deeply into your why. And if you go more deeply, you may find that it may be that job holding isn't exactly what you're after and wanting to hold on to, that it isn't really a secure path as we've been led to believe. We've all been trained to fulfill jobs with our schooling. However, the mindset of entrepreneurs think exactly opposite from people who are employed. They're very willing to fail and learn from failure. They're willing to take risks, and they're willing to work for their why. So let me give you an example of a why, which is my why. My why is to help others flourish. Now, this is based upon my deeper why, which is to live as a philosopher. Now, what is it to be a practical philosopher, or a practicing philosopher, or practicing philosophy? Well, philosophy is literally translated as the love of wisdom. Well, this really means to be in harmony with wisdom, and Sophia, the wisdom, translated rather poorly from the Greek sophon, or logos, or the way it is, the order of things. So to be in tune or in harmony with the way it is, or the order of things. So by being in tune and in harmony with the order of things, it turns out that this really updated with our holographic understanding of mind and universe and its interrelationship through holographic uncoding and decoding, puts us in touch with what we can call the elephant, the universe, which we then, as being in harmony with, can tune in to what is the good for us and others. And so this is then moving the elephant, or moving toward the oasis or flourishing, that is finding our way in harmony along the way. So it's not just a destination, but it's a journey. The journey is a journey of being in harmony with the way it is, and also moving toward a more deeper why, or deeper understanding of why is there anything rather than nothing. And so that question is always in the background of anything that one thinks, thinking towards the first principle, or the basic of all things, that there is a universe altogether, and that we are in tune, or able to tune into it. So what does that mean? What does it mean to be here in the universe with one another? And what is it then that enables us to move toward living the good life individually and collectively? So these are the questions that I discuss in Flourishing, a Thinking Person's Guide to Happiness in outline, and one that I would very much enjoyed exploring in further discussions with our Flourishing members. And so I'll leave you with the assignment for today, and that is to work on your why, and perhaps post it in the Flourishing group, and let us hear from you. What is your why? Okay, I'll leave you on that note. Bye for now.